Hello everyone, welcome to Michael's Vlog in the Philippines. This is language session number 3. And in this video, I'm going to be teaching you some Cebuano, which is the primary language that they speak here in Davao City. Not to say that they don't speak other languages in the Philippines, but that's the one that they commonly use here. So in this video, I'm going to first speak in Cebuano, and then I'm going to transition into saying what the word means in English, because I'm a firm believer that you need to speak it and hear it and understand the sound first, and then add the understanding later. So for example, it's going to basically improve your listening skills. When you hear someone speaking, you want to master the art of hearing the sound and also pronouncing the sound yourself. So let's go ahead and start with our first phrase here. MAAYONG BUNTAG. MAAYONG BUNTAG. MAAYONG BUNTAG. And I apologize if you hear the dog barking in the background. This is my everyday apology in my videos, because unfortunately that dog tends to bark a lot whenever they know that their owner is going to come outside and give them food or whatever it is that they need to do for the dog. But anyway, back to our video. MAAYONG BUNTAG. MAAYONG BUNTAG. And what that means is good morning. MAAYONG BUNTAG means good morning. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next word. MAAYONG UTO. MAAYONG UTO. MAAYONG UTO. MAAYONG UTO. I even slipped up on a little bit on my tongue there. It's kind of difficult to say, but bear with me. I'm doing the best that I can. As a person who is not a local in this language, I'm doing my best to teach you as a foreigner so we can go through the same struggle. MAAYONG UTO. MAAYONG UTO. And that means good noon. MAAYONG UTO means good noon. Okay, let's go ahead and transition to the next word. MAAYONG HAPON. MAAYONG HAPON. And hopefully you're noticing the pattern here. They all start with MAAYONG, right? So you should be catching that pattern. MAAYONG HAPON. MAAYONG HAPON. And what that means is good afternoon. MAAYONG means good, and HAPON is dealing with the afternoon portion. So every time I'm saying MAAYONG and all of these different, excuse me, I had to burp there a little bit. Whenever I'm saying MAAYONG in all these phrases, it's referring to good. Okay, and the ending part is referring to the part of the day. So MAAYONG HAPON, good afternoon. MAAYONG UTO, good noon. MAAYONG BUNTAG, good morning. BUNTAG is the morning part. The UTO is the noon part. Okay, HAPON is the afternoon part. Now let's go ahead and transition into our last part here. MAAYONG GABII. Get it? What do you probably guess what the other part of the day is? Well, it's actually not part of the day. So you know what I'm probably referring to in this case. MAAYONG GABII. MAAYONG GABII. MAAYONG GABII. MAAYONG GABII. You need to practice these words every day until it becomes natural when you speak it, to the point where it just is second nature. And that's where you want to get at. And once you get to that point, you want to master hearing the sounds where other people say the same words in the local language. And when you hear them say it, you want to try to copy the same expression in the way that they say the sounds. So MAAYONG GABII means good night. MAAYONG GABII. MAAYONG referring to good, GABII referring to night. MAAYONG GABII. So let's practice all of them at once. MAAYONG BUNTAG. MAAYONG UTO. MAAYONG HAPON. MAAYONG GABII. All right, so those are the different parts of the day. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this language session, make sure you embed, comment, share, and subscribe. I really need your feedback, because that's really important towards giving me the encouragement to put out more videos on this channel. The more thumbs up that you leave, the more comments that you leave, the more shares that I get, that will all help me, because at the end of the day, I'm looking at the metrics, the measurements of how many people are looking at the video, how many are sharing it, how many are leaving thumbs up, and all that stuff is helpful. And it's going to help me put out more videos, especially if you give a certain video more positive feedback than another type of video, like the language videos. If there's a ton of you who want to see language videos, I'm going to spend a whole lot more time on language videos. If a ton of you are giving a bunch of thumbs up to food videos, then I know I need to go out and to go to a bunch of restaurants and eat, because all of you are leaving thumbs up and I'm getting new subscribers. Because at the end of the day, I want to do everything based on measurements. Okay, so until then, you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos on Michael's Vlog.